Okay, everyone's calling it Rectember, but it's not. It's Memetember. That's right. We're going to be talking about some top meme coins I think are going to do big numbers here in September. Yes, Bitcoin's going to go down. Yes, Ethereum might be a challenge, but there are some epic meme coins out there that we need to talk about that I think are going to do, like I said, some pretty big numbers in September. So if you're into meme coins, this is the channel for you. Hit that like button and don't forget, subscribe to the channel. We're bringing you content every day in the world of meme coins. Well, basically to try and make your portfolios skyrocket. So with that being said, let's get into it. So the dreaded Rectember is here. The month of kicking off with a seismic release of a huge payload of world-of finance tokens. The market took a massive dump. Ethereum's down, XRP's down, all your favorite altcoins are down, but that is not the same when we talk about meme coins. Meme coins are actually set to do some big numbers. And by the way, you could have the worst market in history and a meme coin could absolutely skyrocket. September is no longer going to be known as Rectember. It's going to be known as Memetember, with some of these coins, I think, set to outperform the market and certainly make some pretty big returns. None of this is sponsored or financial advice. This is just my opinion and just a guy talking about the meme coin market. So let's talk about it. The reality is the market cap of the total meme coin sector is down around 3.8%. At $63.27 billion. All right, that's fine. Over the course of the last 30 days, you can see here that we actually have been trending down ever since we peaked at around the 14th of August. Well, that was in line with Bitcoin and everything else, and the market skyrocketed. In fact, in line with altcoin season. No one cares about that right now. It's all about the memes. So what are some good coins to take a look at? Where are we at? And what, more importantly, could print you some pretty big numbers? Well, let's take a look at some of the top meme coins. Now, everybody's talking about Pepe. Is this about to fall off a cliff? Could this be the greatest buying opportunity you've had? The argument is, well, maybe at 9343 with 5 zeros, it is a great opportunity. Think about that. You could drop $1,000 in Pepe today, lose 2 zeros. That only takes it to a $30 billion market cap. The reality here is that we could be looking at a big old move on Pepe. Now, there are some more interesting meme coins out there that are worth your time. Let's take, for example, Bonk. Bonk just partnered up with world-of finance to basically be the launch pad for their project. That's a freaking big deal. Any Solana launch using USD1 for world-of finance will be facilitated by Bonk. Well, that's a pretty big deal. Look at Budgie Penguins. They were at the NASCAR, I think it was, or the Daytona. They've got a new game out, which was trending in the top 10 of the App Store. 3 very big coins, I think, set for some big moves. SPX 6900, we've talked about this, listed on Coinbase and obviously set for some solid moves as well. But we're not bothered about the billion-dollar players. Which are the ones to get into early? Where are the ones that we can start talking about, well, maybe a little bit less? And those that, well, people just don't know yet. What I can tell you is it definitely isn't the Yeezy coin. That one is absolutely tanking, and I expect this to go even lower down. Look at that, $18 million in volume. Get the hell out of here. So where are some good ones? What are some ones that, well, might just be worthwhile keeping an eye on? Well, the reality is we've got a couple. Rectcoin could absolutely do some numbers. It's been around for a while. It does need to get cracking in terms of volume. Equally, Peanut the Squirrel as well. 2 traditionally newer age meme coins could actually be set for some pretty solid moves. If you want to chuck your world into DeFi, there are some pretty interesting players coming all over here. Again, I highly recommend checking some out. Obviously, when you get into this, there are way more volatile opportunities, but the risk versus reward certainly is more important. Awoke, we talked about this on the channel, currently sitting around 11% up on the day and could be primed for a nice little move to the upside. We also see Spark doing some pretty big numbers at $24 million. And again, looking like it might be about to break out to the upside and is trending pretty well here as well. So these are definitely at the lower end of the meme coin sector, but could give you some higher returns. If you take a look at the overall market, where do we sit? Well, it's been a bit of a rough ride. And the fact of the matter is that we need to keep an eye on both Ethereum and Bitcoin to see what happens. Hopefully, we see a nice little move over the course of the next 24 hours and therefore start to drive into the meme coin sector. But don't be fooled. Everyone telling you September is going to be bearish. Not if you're into meme coins. And if you want to stay up to date with all the latest meme coins, guess what? Hit that subscribe button. This is my second channel. Check out the link to my main channel down in the description. We are going to drive meme coin madness out to everybody. So make sure you dialed in. As always, thanks for watching. Hit up that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.